Hey everyone, it's SpursWhale96 here. Hope you're doing well out there. Welcome to another Train Sim World 5 live stream. For today's stream, we will be turning the clock back or forwards in case of with the last stream. Set in 1983. This stream is set in 1989 because we will be doing some steel and coal action in the northeast of England, the Tees Valley Line. So let's jump in the 37 and commence our duties. We'll do a steel run, I think, for starters. Let's do one in the afternoon. No, let's do one in the morning. Here we go. Here's a 6:58 AM steel service from Lackenbury Steelworks to Corby, but we can only go as far as Eagles Cliff. That sounds good to me. So let's do that. Okay. Boy, has it been a while since I've been in this locomotive. Turn the motion blur to on. Headlights are on. Instrument lights set to 100%. Nose compartment light on. Need to get out the chair for starters and lower it. There we go. The interior lights, we might as well do them. A route indicator lights. Right. Nearly there. There we go. The instrument lights. Sit in the chair. Release the brakes, or set it to minimal application. Let's do the safety systems quickly. I think everything is all present and correct. Just check I didn't miss a switch or something. No, okay, that's fine. And over here, got air brake goods. Do we want vacuum brake goods? No, I don't think we need vacuum. Well, we might need vacuum brakes actually. Yeah, let's put on vacuum brakes, just to be safe. On the AWS. It's a pretty heavy steel train. Oh, we haven't even coupled up to it yet. Oh, my bad. I thought we did. No, I thought we already would have. My mistake. Right, well, let's go through the yard and couple up to our wagons. We'll have to set the switches manually, but I have switched the manual point switching to automatic, so I won't have to worry about it. So right, we're going to the end of roughly near the end of the yard here, and then I presume we couple up to one of these two trains that are sets of wagons that's sitting in the sidings. Excuse me. Okay, it's quite an old route now, Tees Valley. There was a lot of excitement around it. I remember at the time when it was first being revealed in Train Sim World way back in, God, is it really nearly 6 years ago? Jesus. I'm getting old. 2019. And you could do quite a wide variety of activities in this route. You could haul steel wagons, be it emptied or unloaded, and two different types of steel as well. There is steel coil and beams. Hopefully there's some variations of the steel here. Yeah, you can see here. So you've got some steel coils here, which, yeah, they haven't aged well graphically, but you know, it gives you the impression of steel coil. And these are the steel beams here. Coupled with the fact also you can do coal operations as well, so you can either go to the red cart or terminal and unload some coal wagons and bring them back as empties along the Tees Valley line, or you can bring some empty wagons and load I forget what they're called, something, the red hoppers, I forget what they're called, but yeah, you can load them up with coal at the plant as well. And then throw into the fact you've got some shunting in there, not many, but there's a small selection of longish shunting services to do, and a wide variety of passenger services, shunting, you know, empty stock moves, services going from Middlesbrough to Darlington, Saltburn to Darlington, and then if you have the 2 extra loco add-ons, that adds even more variation and more gameplay as well. I think the 31 is the best one to get. Brilliantly made locomotive, great sounds, and also you could do what is it, cement trains, either double-headed or single-head formations, as well as some interesting passenger services with the 31. The 20 is a brilliant locomotive as well. It comes with its own set of limestone wagons, but it only does 4 services with those wagons. But thankfully you can mix the Class 20 locomotive into the 37's timetable, so you can conduct also coal and steel duties. And who knows, we might actually see one of them out and about. Lovely sunny early morning in Lackenbury. There we go. And we move forward again to this point here. But yeah, this locomotive we are in control of. Which one? The front one, yeah. It's a Class 37 diesel electric locomotive. It's in British. I don't know what livery it's in actually. To be honest, I don't know the official classification, but it's got the little plaque here on the side, which is quite cool. It's textured okay. You know, it's roughed up. Looks dirty, well used. I mean, they'll be absolutely covered in soot and grime doing these kind of steel duties. And you can also do the various steel and coal services with either just a single 37 or with 2 as to what I'm using here. Sounds okay, doesn't sound too bad. Maybe could be edited a little bit better. But this route is long overdue a route remaster. Okay, let's couple to the steel coil wagons. And to the rear locomotive. We'll start coupling up. That's the steel beams on the right. These are the steel coils here that we'll be coupling up to. Oh, I think I timed that to perfection. Oh, just about right. Not bad at all. Best horn sound in the high tone. So I'm having a bit of a trouble giving these steel coils a little bit of a pull. We're moving slightly. There we go. This route would look so good with a route remaster. Be a lot of work to do. I mean, it could also open up some other areas of the facilities around here, you know, like all here and here and here as well. That's completely inaccessible. And here too, actually. So there are some areas which could be, in theory, opened up, you know, for other services, you know, to make it the route feel more alive, and certainly the industrial areas more lively, let's say. Okay, let's go in the cab. So we've got just over 1.5 miles to go. That's to the, let's say, to the signal here. Which will then give it. We will then have to wait for permission to proceed onto the main line near South Bank. Interestingly, the Class 142 Pacer has not been subbed into this routes timetable. You think of all the routes the Pacer would be subbed into, you know, for passenger duty, Tees Valley Line would be top of the list, but unfortunately not. It's only available to be utilised on West Cornwall Locals timetable, rather bizarrely. I mean, it's rather ironic, isn't it? But this route is, I think, 2 years older than West Cornwall Local. Yeah, and I think it looks superior, and that's saying something. I mean, I haven't heard much or anything really at all from Rivet Games this past calendar year. They've been very much on the quiet side, so it doesn't look like they're going to be making anything, well, again, by the looks of it. But it would be good if they could at least clean up some of their products that they have already put out, like maybe make an extension to that route in what is it, Switzerland? I forget what it's called. I haven't got it. I remember where the extension would go to. I think there was blueprints of them making the section going to St. Moritz, in Switzerland. I think, yeah, the Bernina line, that was what the route's called, it was the Bernina line. And yeah, it finished down in Tirano in Italy, but or Bernino in Italy, but yeah, the whole line I don't think went end to end in the route, so that could be something they could do. Because apparently that route has had quite a bit of a good acclaim, good reviews, and which has surprised me. I mean, the Arosa line was a shambles, scenery-wise. Operations were fairly decent. You could do some freight, you could do some passenger. So if they could just clean up those two Swiss routes in particular, those routes that are very focused on, you know, tackling tough mountainous terrain, I think that would be quite good for Rivet Games. I think, you know, reputation wise, and, you know, the feeling around the place, you know, seeing positive reviews again and all that kind of stuff. Five Circle I don't think is their best product they've made. I think it's a little bit hit and miss. It's a bit wobbly. Some areas are good, some areas are just really not so good. From a route perspective and scenery wise, and yeah, the worst of all is, of course, West Cornwall Local. In my view, that needs to be completely gutted and started again, personally. Not all of it, but definitely some aspects of it. You know, get a branch line down to Falmouth, and yeah, just improve the route scenery in any way possible. Okay, so we're just going over the main line now. You can see the chimneys spewing out smoke in the distance. The factories very much full blast today. I mean, what we're going through really is this area is pretty much the heart of the British steel industry in the, you know, this kind of period, the late 20th century, and obviously it's been in huge decline since. I think the steelworks of Scunthorpe were saved at the last, well, literally I think days or minutes from going out of business completely. You know, getting the required materials burning into the furnaces. So yeah, coal and certainly coal production is very much on the decline. This era, like 1989, I think it would just slowly, you know, the production of coal or this particular, you know, type of industry would just, you know, it was the beginning of the end. It didn't help as well that I think what was it? The 80s was Margaret Thatcher still in power by then? 89? I don't know, but I don't know if Margaret Thatcher or government was in favour of closing the steel factories and, you know, and coal facilities compared to the other mines around the country. I don't know how far this particular area was, you know, being put under the scrapper's torch by Labour, Conservative, wasn't it, at the time? I may be completely wrong. I wasn't born then, so I don't know. Need to start reducing some speed. Thankfully things are slowly levelling out as well, so that does help. Thankfully as well we can see when the next train is due at South Bank. There's one at 7:19 in the morning, and there's one going to Bishop Auckland at also 7:19 in the morning. But yeah, a little bit of information about the Tees Valley line. It's not the longest route in the game. I think it's like, I want to say just under 24 miles. Fair few stations, I think. Let me just double check, see if I actually typed the correct number down on me notes. me just get it up a minute. "21. Is it 21? Oh, that's a good question. I don't think it is 21 stations. Let me just count. I think it's 18 stations, I think. Including, for quite a while, was Britain's least used station back in, 2017, 18 kind of period. And that was British Steel Redcar before it was demolished, I think, later that year. You can see the 101 there just pulling into South Bank, ready to drop off the morning commuters, workers to the various factories in the area around the South Bank. Good morning, madam. So we'll just slowly creep up to the signal. I'll put the throttle on for a little bit. Because if the 101 has stopped at the platform, we might be able to get away in front of it before it departs the station. Are we going to get the green? Are we going to get the green? Let's just check. No. Never mind. Wait, we must. And the buttercups are certainly out. Amidst the scary looking factories on Mother Nature. I mean, look at that, that's just a wasteland over there. Look at it. Only a few shrubs survive. Yeah, the distance scenery obviously isn't great. This being a route that is nearly 6 years old. I think it actually came out in May 2019. There's another train in the distance over there. So that one's just left, going to Saltburn. You can see the passengers there, hurrying as quick as possible to get onto the train. Maybe it's the night shift workers. They finished for the day. Got their briefcases and all. That's in the management, maybe. Alright, that's going to Bishop Auckland. Off it goes. Passengers have missed their train. I mean, look at this lot. They must be gutted that then we'll have to wait quite a while for the next train. There is no PIS displays, obviously, at some of the stations, as that wasn't the case in real life. But yeah, South Bank, how long have they got to wait? They've got to wait a little while for the next train. Yeah, nearly just under an hour, 50 minutes. So right, we'll just sit in the cab, and we'll wait until we can proceed. I do want to check what the actual names of these wagons are called. It's been so long since I've played it, I've forgotten. Let me just check. Yeah, so the livery of the locomotive I'm currently operating in is in British Rail Trainload Metals livery, or metal sector livery. This is a 37-5, of course. VO8, which we haven't seen yet, we haven't gone past Tees Yard. That is in British Rail Corporate Blue Fornaby livery, so it's a unique livery to VO8 this time. And obviously you've seen the BR Class 101 free coach diesel multiple unit And the wagons you get are British Rail Freight HEA domestic and industrial coal hoppers, and British Rail Freight BBA 50-foot bogie steel wagons, which is what we are hauling in the first service. I watched earlier today what was it? Green light, rock and roll. I watched the VE's not really celebrations. It's kind of a celebration, but at the same time, it's a day of reflection and remembrance as well. The parade going through central London this morning. I watched that with my mum, and as well as the fly past. Quite something, I must say. The fly past, I was a little bit disappointed. I would have liked to have seen a few more types of aircraft, modern or in the World War II or World War era, let's say. The Spitfire in particular would have liked to have seen, but maybe none of them were in service. Maybe they're undergoing an overhaul. Not many Spitfires left, I don't think. And they're all in the hands of museums or maybe private collectors. But the parade itself, with the men and women with their respective regiments and serving various parts of the armed forces, that was lovely to see. It was quite chilly though. I mean, it chucked down with rain, I think, once it all finished, so the timing couldn't have been better. But it's certainly been a little bit more on the chillier side. But in case you're wondering if there's been a street party near where I am, the answer is no. The neighbours next door, they're not British, so they don't quite understand. Saying they don't come from not just the UK, but they don't come from Europe at all. So there you go. Let's increase the power to maximum and reach the indicated speed. Hey Banana Craft, hope you're well. Morning all. Oh my goodness. Yeah, well, morning in the game. Yeah, it's an evening in where I am. Yeah, it is a definite. It's definitely a nice mixture of types of freight and passenger operations you can do if you have the two separate loco add-ons. That further drives home what you said there, Banana Craft. But yeah, hope you're well. Hope you enjoyed the bank holiday Monday today. So our one and only stop is Eagles Cliff. It's just over 7 miles away. And then we've got a speed limit change that will go down to 50 miles per hour. I think the VE day itself it takes place on Thursday, so I think certainly for the next few days, I imagine in various parts of the UK, if not the world, they'll be beginning their preparations for that special day on Thursday. Ironically for me, I'm travelling on Thursday, so I won't be celebrating as much as I'll be in the car for a couple of hours, but yeah, I think Thursday night there's going to be like a special concert or something like that. I've heard on the BBC, with either modern or modern twist to it, or with the armed forces. So that'll be worth watching. But yeah, 4 miles I'll just say as well. There won't be a stream next Monday. Losing my voice. That is because I will be away for the weekend. So I'll be going away Thursday and then come back on the Tuesday, the 12th. Going to see family. It was my granddad's 89th birthday. Probably shouldn't have said that, but I just did. And yeah, we're gonna mark it by surprise visit to see him. He doesn't know, so yeah, be nice for him. He's had a tough time lately, so yeah, we thought me and Mum would go and see him, cheer him up a bit, maybe bring the Nintendo Sports Switch thing. He likes that. He can't go out at the moment. His wife has badly hurt her leg, so he's a bit bored and a bit sad at home, as you can imagine. He likes to get outdoors a lot, and particularly in his garden, but you know, he's having to look after my auntie or his wife, so yeah, before we cheer him up and by paying a visit, and also seeing my cousin as well, and my mum's sister. Right, we're just about to come through Middlesbrough, the Riverside Stadium, where Middlesbrough play is, I think, just right behind the station. Not in this era, where Riverside was not built in 1989. I think they moved in 1996, but that's a guess. I'm not a Middlesbrough fan, so I don't know, and I apologise. But it would be cool to see another route in the northeast of England, like maybe I wouldn't know where, but maybe in the east of England, like maybe Norwich or Hull or Sunderland, Newcastle. Maybe that area has potential, but we'll see. It all comes down to licensing at the end of the day, with a train operator in the area, and then we'll see. Oh, were you off? Oh, fantastic, Banana Craft. That's what I like to hear. It would only be 15. Right, I see. Okay, that isn't too bad, I suppose. Next signal is displaying a yellow aspect, so we can indeed begin to accelerate. And we have a roar of the 37 or 37s, as we have two of them. They certainly have a nice growl to them, not only in real life but in the game as well, thankfully. Banana Craft, yeah, C2C could happen. I don't think Dovetail have ever had a license of C2C, so yeah, I don't know if that will happen, but I know definitely a few people would like to see it happen. As we're just coming past Tees Newport Bridge. Is it down at the moment? It does animate. Well, it used to. I haven't seen it animate since, to be honest. Let's see if it can animate. I mean, all it does is go up and down, but it has some nice sound effects as well. It is a nice looking model. I think it's currently decommissioned as far as, working the bridge itself. But ships and boats would come through here. Don't ask me where. Where to? I don't know my rivers and very well and all that kind of stuff, ports and things. So I don't know. I've got a red just over half a mile away, so we better start braking. Hopefully it will clear as we decelerate. That would be nice. Doesn't look like it's going to clear anytime soon. Won't change into a yellow, maybe a E101. Yeah, it's stopped at Thornaby, so we will be stationary for the time being. Suppose we can creep up to the red signal. Yeah, C2C is a good shout. It depends what you know, era, or you know what time period you have to set said route in. But yeah, it would be quite cool to have it go from, what is it, London. What is it? Liverpool Street, isn't it? And I think Fenchurch Street, and it goes all the way to was it Southend or something like that? I don't know the route very well, to be honest. But yeah, that would be quite cool. Okay, we've got a yellow, so we can slowly start to accelerate. Now he can increase the power. Let's get a bit of a shift on. Hopefully the red light will clear, because we gotta go. There we go, we got a yellow. Bronco, hey, how are you? Yeah, good old Tees Valley. Yeah, I'm surprised it's still in workable condition. Frame rate isn't too shabby. I mean, it's quite a quiet timetable. But I do have the two other loco add-ons installed, the 20 and the 31, so it does boost the busyness on this route. But the frame rate isn't too bad. It's reasonably smooth. But yeah, I hope you're well, Bronco. The signal has just turned to green. The next one will be yellow. For now. Across the river we go. And there's the traffic on the other bridge. A little bit on the quiet side. Hopefully we should be able to generate a bit of a gap, considering it's taking us, it will take a lot more time to get up to the speed limit, which is now 50. And we've got just under 2 miles to go to Eagles Cliff. Bananacroft, Liverpool, weekends and... Oh, right, okay, fair enough. I knew it was from Liverpool Street and Fenchurch Street, I just didn't know where it went to. I know the London bit pretty well, but that's about it. Bronco, you picked up the Dutch route, did you? Oh, right. Oh, right, I see. Sorry to hear that. Hopefully, maybe the Dutch route you recently picked up, that will cheer you up a bit and put a smile on your face. We all have our bad moments. But the good times, they keep on rolling, they keep on coming. Right, let's begin braking. Passenger service must be stationary at Eagles Cliff. Yeah, it is. Okay. Just stop here for a little bit in the rather bare and barren countryside. At least there's a little dirt road here. It's not too bad, and the foliage near the track is, well, back then acceptable. Isn't too bad. Just think that field has been ploughed or something. Bronco, oh, I'm glad you've enjoyed the Dutch route. The Coupe Lopper is a lot of fun. I haven't got it personally. It's not because it's, you know, too expensive, or I mean, it is too expensive for the route mileage, and personally, and you know, that I can afford it and all that stuff. It's just not. It just doesn't appeal to me. I personally have other European countries I'd like to see in front of the queue of the Netherlands. So, you know, I'd like to see a Spanish route, another French route, or maybe an Italian route. Italian being top of the list, with France closely in second. So yeah, I'm sure the Dutch route is a you know, a lot of fun. New territory to explore, and, you know, learning about the you know, Dutch railway infrastructure, you know, signalling and safety systems and all that kind of stuff, Dutch rail operations and the rules and behind all that, etc. Yeah, 2 new, what is it, pieces of rolling stock. It's just a little bit expensive. I mean, I think it's too expensive, in fact. What is it? Don't know what the mileage is. I think it's 103 kilometers, which I mean, it's a decentish length, but there's not much excitement about it. I think it lacks a bit of character. You know, from what I saw in the streams, it looked a very flat route. Not much challenge in terms of, you know, the undulations and variations, so on and so forth. Add to the fact there's hardly any freight services, which doesn't, you know, throw a bit of Jeopardy into the mix. Oh, slipping a bit there. There we go. But yeah, I think out of the two bits of rolling stock, I like the little SNG Sprinter rather than the Coupe Lopper. Granted, the Coupe Lopper is different, you know, it's wild, it's wacky, it's you know, something oddball. But I personally prefer the little SNG Sprinter. But you know, for 33 quid, I think it's a little bit too much, as far as I'm concerned. So even if the price was lower, I still wouldn't get it. To me, there's just not enough there. But it is a starting point. Whether it gets received well enough for Dovetail to make another Dutch route, only time will tell. Oh, we're suffering badly with wheel slip. Very badly with wheel slip. We still got some wheel slip, haven't we? I couldn't tell. Damn, that's noisy, man. Jeez. These locomotives really know how to scare people with their growl. I don't know what kind of animal this will represent. Like a tiger with a big nose. Or maybe like a circus lion. Okay, we're coming into Eagles Cliff. Our final destination. I hate the fact the stop marker is so damn close to the red signal, but it's okay, the game is happy with where I stopped, and that took me under 46 minutes. That was a lot longer than I thought, and we went from Lackenbury Steelworks to Eagles Cliff. Okay, let's return to the timetable. There's the Dutch route briefly. There's Wall to Groningen. Wow, 10 people watching. God, I am doing something right for once. But yeah, if you've enjoyed the stream up to this point and you enjoyed it, then yeah, feel free to hit the thumbs up button below. And yeah, if you are watching for the first time, I'd appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. I think we will have a single 37 for this next one. What shall we do? Drive a train of loaded coal wagons to Redcar or terminal, then we've got to unload them and then drive them back to T's yard for later use. Should we do that? What's in the morning here? And there's a loaded set there. I think we will do that one. The 11:19 service, going from Hatfield to Redcar or terminal. Should we spice it up a bit, get a little bit of rain? Does the fog work on this? I don't think it does, but I'll give it a go anyway. I don't think it would have, would it? I mean, the new weather and lighting system is not embedded in this route. Well, hopefully yet. But these route remasters are taking a lot longer than I thought. I mean, this Great Western Rail Express one we were meant to have, I mean, we've had no news of it. Real, you know, big news since January. That was, God, 4 months ago. So hopefully things are, you know, getting stepped up and they deliver. I mean, they pumped out the new Schnellfahrstrecke Kurlaken timetable, which is good to see, but the downside is it didn't get its own little route remaster alongside it, which I kind of hoping they were doing in the background. Hence why, you know, I thought Well, maybe that's why they're taking a lot longer to roll it out, because they might be, you know, giving it some new lighting and all that kind of stuff. Maybe not fixing the... Why is this one not working? Oh. The right windscreen wiper is working, but this one is not. Oh. That's no good. There we go. That'll do. Right, let's set it up ready for departure. I'm gonna get out of my chair. Instrument lights on. Oh, that's the lowest it can go. Okay. Oh, there's the DSD. That's set on this time. AWS. Ugh, I thought I'm out of the cab, aren't I? Oh, no, I am. There we go. Seat, I should say. I need to change the air brakes to vacuum. Give us a bit more grunt. Right, let's head to the Red Car Ore Terminal, which is 7 miles away. Nice to hear the wiper sounds are syncing up with the animation. That's good to see. Normally when you set the wipers to a fast-ish speed, the sounds can't keep up with the animations. So it's not all in time, or not all in sync, if you get what I mean. And it's a good wiper sound. And I've got another madam aboard this time. 2 services. 2 female, probably managers, accompanying me for this trip. This perilous voyage. Oh. There's the wagons. These wonderful coal hoppers. A lot of wagons. Bronco. The thing I find funny about this route is stores. The stores. Oh, the shops. You mean like the little local shops on the streets? Yeah, they're always copy and paste. And I don't even know if they're appropriately themed for the era either, so I'm not sure on that one. Banana Craft, sure, 2000, well, only 2000s, that would be quite cool. Add a bit of purple, yeah, why not? I mean, when it comes to purple trains, the only line people really think of these days, being, you know, top of the list, it's not just C2C, but Elizabeth Line. I know a lot of people want to see Elizabeth Line, but I just can't see that happening. It could happen, you know, they'd have to have the TfL license, but somehow I just can't see it. But you never know. But it would be cool to see. Bronco 40, is that how much it costs? The Dutch route, $44 US. I mean, that's a lot of dollars. And I agree. Another French route would be nice. I think it would be cool if the LTV Mediterranean was given a bit more love you know, clean up that route scenery a bit more. Bring in some new tutorials for the French signalling system in particular, because you're pretty much left in the dark with regards to the French safety and signalling systems on the TGV. I mean, the TGV duplex is a great model, and the cab setup is just fantastic. Arguably one of the best tutorials I think in Train Sim World. Goes very in depth and is very well explained. But yeah, it would be cool also if we could have an extension to the LGV Mediterranean, take it up to Lyon from where is it, Avignon. Maybe throw in another variant of the TGV. I think the Resu duplex or VR duplex, that'd be really, really cool. Much older style of TGV compared to the TGV duplex, and maybe throw in a different livery as well. I'll be a very happy bunny. They've done it in Train Sim Classic, but I don't know if they can do it in Train Sim World, because I think they may have lost the license for it. But then again, Dovetail is owned by a French company, so that could be an advantage to Dovetail. Who knows? Right, I better have a sip of tea, I think. Oh, lovely. No bridge animation? That may have been broken unless Dovetail took it away for performance reasons, which will be a shame if that was to be the case. We've got just under 6 miles to go to the Red Car Ore Terminal, which is not there, but there. So yeah, let me try and get this right. This here is the loading facility here, and on the left, which is where we'll be going, is the unloader building on the left. Banana Craft watching for the first time, never been here before. No, neither have I, don't worry. Bronco, which region of Spain would you prefer? Oh god, that's a good question. I would say on the Spanish south coast, maybe linking Valencia and Barcelona. I think that'll be quite interesting to see. I think the Spanish and Portuguese rail network came to a standstill earlier in the week due to that huge power outage that pretty much swept across the countries. We will be shortly be coming through Middlesbrough once again. Once we've unloaded the hoppers, we'll then take them back to T's yard, and then I think I'll call it a day. Bronco, good. Yeah, hard to find an hour run at times. Oh really? Okay. This must be on the Dutch route, I take it. I mean, I don't know much about the types of services you can do, but I imagine with the little Sprinter, there's some little short commuter-style services. Whereas with the Coupe-Lopper, it's much more end-to-end express-style action. But yeah, since the release of that Dutch route, everything's gone a little bit quiet. I mean, I know. Excuse me. I know. What is it? Was it Thursday just gone? One of those freight packs that Skyhook made. That was pumped out recently. What is it? What was it? Intermodal like pack. Doesn't really interest me. We've already got them in the game, so it doesn't bother me really. And it comes with yet another variant of 66. So yeah, not much interest in that pack for me. But yeah, there's a new German route, I think, hopefully soon on the horizon, and maybe a Class 86 by Just Trains. That'll be a nice sight to see. I just have this fear that they're holding everything back for Train Sim World 6, you know, so it makes people have to get the new game just to get access to the DLCs they may think they might be getting in Train Sim World 5, but they're not. It's not the first time Dovetail's done it, and it probably won't be the last, sadly, but there you go. Speed limit will be increasing to 60 miles per hour as we are just under 4.5 miles from the Red Car Ore terminal. Banana Craft wish they would do more tube lines. Yeah, I don't know why. Ever since the Bakerloo line has been launched, Dovetail just switched their preference to the overground, which you know, that's fine. You know, I like the overground as much as I like the underground, but I do know a few people have called for more tube or, you know, metro style routes, underground in particular, in Train Sim World. Whether that happens or not is anyone's guess. We'll have to wait and see. But it is one good thing is that at least the North London line made by Incredible Trains is getting a free extension, so that is very much welcomed for me. Takes it from what is it, Willesden Junction down to Richmond, and then all that's missing is the section going from Willesden Junction to Clapham Junction, which was before the West London line, before it was gobbled up by the new names given to all the overground lines. So now the mild-made line includes the North London line and the West London line, which is ironic because Dovetail did both those lines in Train Sim Classic, so it kind of connects the dots up in a way. Bakerloo, still your favourite Banana Craft? Yeah, it could do with a remaster. I mean, not much of it, just the section that they've redone. You know, when the West Coast Main Line launched in the summer last year, all you need to do is just take the scenery from that and just stick it on the Bakerloo line. Sounds easy, but I imagine it's not. And maybe they could alter the lighting in the tunnels, and hey presto. Bronco paid $5. Wow. That's incredible value. Jeez. It's a great route. I mean, I think scenery-wise, it's terrible. There's no doubt about it, and the mileage is a little bit on the short side. But as far as the driving challenge goes, you know, the various undulations and, you know, rocketing past, you know, viaducts at 200 miles an hour, I really, really enjoy it. It's a great driving challenge. Oh, we need to get under the speed. I don't think we're going to do it in time. No. Oh well, never mind. Not the end of the world. Oh, Bakerloo's what got you into a train sim, Bronco? Oh. Oh yeah, the Glasgow subway. That's an interesting one. I think the new versions they have now, the new rolling stock, I think are they smaller, bigger than the ones they replaced, or are they driverless now? I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. Actually, no, there's no point increasing the throttle. We've got a 40-mile-per-hour speed limit approaching in just over a mile's time. Hey Sophie, nice to see you. Hope you're well. Welcome. Just doing some freight duties on Tees Valley. Just taking some coal hoppers to be unloaded at the red car ore terminal. Yeah, Spanish coast. That has some great scenery in real life. There's no doubt about that. It looks absolutely stunning in the sunshine. No doubt about that. I should know. I've been on the cruise around the south coast of, well, not just the south coast of Spain, but the north of Portugal, you know, around Portugal, Spain, all that kind of stuff, you know, Bilbao and Porto and Valencia. I mean, Valencia is my favourite Spanish city, no doubt about it. It's got a great football club as well. So yeah, it would be nice to see in Train Sim World, but maybe not done by Dovetail, because the scenery will probably be well, hopefully above average for Dovetail is something, I suppose, but yeah. Who knows, eh? Who knows? You never know, you never know. Yeah, some tube lines would be easy to do. It depends which tube line Dovetail picks, I suppose. I think the Victoria line is the one that's under the ground the most, if I'm not mistaken. Well, excluding the Waterloo and City line, because yeah, that's just end to end between Waterloo and Bank. You know, it's like 3 odd miles or something underground, so. Sugar, we need to start braking. Actually, no need to panic. I don't care if we speed. We need to get to the red car ore terminal. There's the terminal. Well, that's one factory on the right hand side of the ore terminal. Just got to get around this bend. There's an OH hunter around here somewhere, on guard. I presume there was going to be some sort of shunting duties for the 08 at the red car ore terminal, but for some reason it was, yeah, hasn't got any. Which is a shame, because I think there's a nice little loop, a nice little bit of track here where it can, you know, scuttle in and out of Lackenbury Steelworks and do some shunting there, as well as at the red car ore terminal. So, there you go. A bit of a shame Dovetail missed a trick with that one, but you never know. If it gets a remaster, that might become a reality, or an option. Well, virtual reality. Too much speed. Yeah, I'm not too bad, thanks Sophie. Glad to hear you're well. Oh indeed, Sophie. Absolutely. But new trains are longer and set to be completely driverless. Alright, so you probably have to go for a Glasgow subway set 10 years ago or something like that, because if it's going to be driverless, then it's absolutely pointless having the newer rolling stock if it was to be portrayed in Trade Sim World. Because that's no good, is it? That's no fun. It's like saying, oh, let's put the Docklands Light Railway in Train Sim World. Well, what's the point? It's driverless. It doesn't need a driver. Might as well call it, I don't know, Be On for a Ride World or something. I don't know. On for a Ride. I don't know. Sophie Bilbao is awesome. Absolutely. Oh, James Bond, yeah, of course, James Bond occasionally films, and they haven't confirmed still the new actor for James Bond. I think it recently got the license. James Bond was acquired by a company, so I don't know which company it was, but yeah, that news of James Bond's been kept in the dark for a very long time. Okay, so we finished that service. We just have to wait a few more minutes before we can begin. But I will actually be a little bit sneaky, and I will actually go slowly towards the unloading facility, if I can actually find it. It must be there somewhere. Now what we will have to activate is a slow speed control. So you've got the engine start, engine stop button. That's the slave loco cutout switch. So basically that's making sure that the locomotive behind corresponds to what I'm doing with the throttle lever or brake lever in this locomotive, aka they're both working in tandem. Could have worded it a bit nicer, and slave loco cutout, Jesus. A bit brutal. Should be like a happier switch called working together switch, or button, or whatever. Crikey. I presume we're going on the right piece of track. I've got no idea. Trying to get ahead of the game here, so I don't have to wait too long. Bronco, I noticed something about TSG and Just Trains. They've done 1980s content. I wonder when their next route is for TSG and Just Trains. Well, no doubt it's going to be this year. I think they tend to do. I mean, well, TSG is a little bit more in the dark because He released his route. His first route was the excellent Niedertal Barn in 2000. What was it? 2 years ago, 2023. And then we waited nearly, well, 2 years for his latest route, which is the Mittenwald Barn, which I've heard has had some excellent feedback, not just on the route, but the locomotive, the Crocodile OBB locomotive. So I can't wait to get my hands on that one. That has a slight discount attached to it. A little bit steep on price personally, but no doubt it's going to be an excellent masterpiece by TSG. But Just Trains, it seems like they're pumping out one route a year, which is great. Normally happens November, Christmas time. And you know, if they keep it up with the old school theme, you know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. As the old saying goes. So I would love to see, you know, Just Trains continuing to expand, you know, this West Coast mainline experience. You know, bring it up to, I don't know, complete it up to Scotland or something. And then get the Windermere line and the little spur line off Morecambe to the docks. Playable, then we're on to a winner, I think. Then coupled with an 86 arriving hopefully shortly. Yeah, there's good things in the pipework regarding Just Trains, hopefully. There's a fault apparently. The light keeps coming on. Maybe it's a slow speed control. And if I do that, interesting. What is the brakes doing? They are applied on for some reason. Let me just turn it off a second. Release those brakes again, shall we? Is the brake type changed? No, it's in vacuum brake. TSD maybe? Does that have to come off? I can turn off the safety systems, I suppose, considering I'm, you know, going to be trundling along at a very slow speed. So that could help. Yeah, it seems the brakes are releasing now, so that's good. Might have been something to do with the safety system there, might have accidentally tripped it, I don't know. Just apply a bit of sand, I think. Slipping and sliding in the rain. Right, now I will have to apply the brakes. This is the unloading facility here. Okay, now what we need to do is turn on the slow speed control. I think I'll set it to 1 mile an hour, and that should do the job, and unload all of the wagons successfully. And all I need to do, I think, is just turn the throttle on and then let the slow speed control do its work. So let's go. It's going to be painfully slow. Dovetail should be remastered, yeah, it would be nice, wouldn't it? Urban underground, Waterloo and City lies completely underground, absolutely, it certainly is. Sophie's been drinking plenty of Cadbury's for chocolate. Don't you mean eating? I mean, how can you drink Cadbury's unless you've melted them so badly? It's just this gooey Cadbury chocolate liquid, or something like that. Oh, is it Cadbury's hot chocolate? I see. Sophia. Oh, it's Amazon that acquired the James Bond license. Oh, what a shame. That's the end of James Bond as far as we know it. No, I'm joking. You can see the wagons there are unloading their contents. And if I go on the other side, you might be able to get a clearer view of it. There? Let's go a bit... No, I can't go any lower, can I? There used to be an animation of the coal coming out of the loader. I mean, it does go down. Yeah. Oh, there it is. No, it goes down much lower. Much earlier, I should say. Yeah, you can see the coal there spewing out. Very nicely made rail freight wagons. Coal hoppers. But I'll be watching you. Yeah, I've started getting into it again. I watched the second episode, Lux, and I thought I was really quite. Visually, it was a masterpiece. It's certainly putting Disney's money to good use for once. And the third episode, that midnight sequel, which caught me, I imagine a lot of people by surprise. Yeah, it was good. It was really good. I don't think it is as good as the original Midnight in 2008, but it was a decent-ish sequel, no doubt. And the episode that aired on Saturday, it was okay. It was not my cup of tea. It was like there was a presence. There was a lack of presence from the Doctor. It was one of those Doctor Light episodes, I think fans call it. So yeah, I'm not a fan of those kind of episodes really, but you know, the creature, I suppose, was good, and yeah, it tackles a very real world issue of, you know, disinformation and fake news and stories and all that kind of crap. We should be done. Last wagon is unloading as we speak, and there we go. Right. Right, we just need to stop here, then uncouple the locomotives, run around, and then couple up to the other end. to see her. Oh God. So for that case, Dovetail needs to go to booths at Wolverine for scrapping. Oh God. Oh Jesus. Yeah, it is good, the new Doctor, isn't it, Veronica Croft? Certainly stepped up a gear since the last, what they call it, seasons now, don't they, under Disney's name. But, what is it, series, I don't know what series it would be now, I think it's like 15, 16 or something. But yeah, it's steadily getting better. It's getting back to its old ways, which is cool. It would be nice to see some more older monsters and characters come back, like the Daleks and, you know, Cybermen and all that kind of stuff. Okay, let's uncouple the locomotives. There we go. Let's head to the head shunt. Yeah, Jodie Whittaker was a good actor. She's is a good actor. She is, yeah. Veronica Croft, Netflix has gone downhill on some of her shows and movies. I don't have Netflix, or my sister has Netflix, but there's nothing really that interests me, to be honest with you. I'm watching more stuff on BBC iPlayer than Netflix. I mean, there's loads of things on, you know, the iPlayer I like watching. You know, Doctor Who, the old Top Gears, some of David Attenborough's programs, even some of his Professor Brian Cox, you know, with his space programs. They're quite interesting. And then, of course, there's Doctor Who and the old ones as well. Disney Plus. I have. My sister has a Disney Plus. I don't personally watch a lot on Disney Plus. I mean, I'm not into any of those kind of streaming services. But one thing that does attract me to the Disney Plus is the Star Wars stuff, because I do like Star Wars. So. Yeah, you know, there's all the films and series and that they've made, and so that's good. Veronica Croft, the old woman in it is definitely building to something. She's been in all of them. Is this Doctor Who? Is it? That I know which one you mean. That elderly lady who appears at the end of each episode. I think she was in them before, like last year. I didn't watch Doctor Who last year, so yeah, it's obviously building up to the final episode, isn't it? It's being maybe the main protagonist. We will see. Sophia's. No, the only ones you can watch are the Daleks. I mean, yeah, the only ones I personally like are the ones with Daleks in them. I mean, it's instantly recognisable, isn't it? The moment you see a Dalek on the street, everyone knows what it is. It's become a very cultural British icon, spearheaded by arguably his most iconic place in television history, where I think it was some in the 1960s. Those, you know, they got 3 Daleks or 4 Daleks and lined them up for a photo shoot along Westminster Bridge and Big Ben. So yeah. Okay. Just coming up to the stopping point now. Right, let's couple up to the, it says loaded HEA wagons, but are actually unloaded. So that is a mistake there from the HUD. Urban Aircraft definitely feel truly had the worst seasons. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, the stories by... I don't know who the director was. I think it wasn't... the guy who's running it now, was it Russell T Davis is doing it now? I don't know who it was before, but it certainly drove me away from that era of that period of time in Doctor Who. Not because there was a female Doctor or anything like that. I couldn't care what it is, to be honest. What gender the Doctor is, or colour and all this stuff. You know, as long as the stories are interesting, you know, that's what you're there for. You're there for a story. And hope it's fun and exciting. But in that era in particular, apparently was a massive downgrade in terms of storytelling, which yeah, was a shame. But now it's slowly on the mend. Let's see how close we are to those hoppers. Oh, not too bad. There we go. That took me just over 20 minutes. I think we will return to the timetable and we will commence the final service, aka taking the empty wagons hoppers back to Tees Yard. So if you feel like I like the Jodie Whittaker's was die. Yeah, I think the one good thing about that era was that the Dalek stories, which is the ones I watched, I think they were all New Year's or Christmas specials. Funny enough, they were all really good. I mean, you know, certainly made the Daleks, I don't know, what's the word? They were scary before, but they made them more of a scary, like, presence. Which one was the one that I used? Hang on. It was later in the morning, wasn't it? So that would be this one, the 1208, and I think we'll have it in the sunny sunshine. I think. Oh, I see. Oh, ring modular. Oh, right. Headlights are on. That's good. PSD. Vacuum brakes. AWS. Slow that seat height. If I was actually an actual driver on this locomotive, I would set the seat height to as high as possible, because I'm a rather small person. Okay. Oh. Calm down, game. Thank you. Right, let's take these hoppers back to his yard. Sophie's favourite doctors were, oh yeah, Peter Davidson, he was good. And yeah, David Tennant is by far my favourite. I like Christopher Eccleston as well, in his one stint in the Doctor's role. And Peter Capaldi was not too bad either. And Matt Smith. Jodie Whittaker, I presume, did an okay job given the circumstances. I didn't watch many of the episodes in that era, only the Dalek ones, you know, specials like New Year's and Christmas. I just saw something on the news that didn't look good. Oh dear. Sophie instantly Davison's David. Yeah, he is indeed a family member, isn't he, of David Tennant, yeah, father-in-law. Yeah, when David Tennant, well, every time David Tennant comes back, it's always good, isn't it? It's bound to draw the crowds in to watch whatever work he does, really. He's a very good actor, be it from stage and screen. I haven't seen any 20s or 31s scurrying about on this stream. I haven't seen really any trains apart from the ones I'm doing. And well, we've seen 101s, but freight wise it's a little bit on the quiet side, it seems, at this time of day. I drank all my tea, I can't remember. No, there's some left. Good. Good. It's gone a bit cold, but that's fine by me. Oh, it's better. But on a couple, what's happening now in the world? What's happening now in the world? Well, the news article popped up on my phone. Yeah, unfortunately, two motorcycle riders, they sadly succumbed to an awful bike crash during the British, Superbike World Championship. Apparently there was a massive pile-up, and unfortunately it's claimed the lives of two either men or women, I don't know, but yeah, it's horrible to hear that kind of thing. I mean, tragedies are quite rare in British motorsport, but when they happen, yeah, unfortunately, yeah, headlines are made of it, and very, very, very sad. I mean, funny enough, I didn't actually watch the Formula One this weekend because I've just lost interest in, ever since. I know I was hoping Ferrari would, do something spectacular with Mr. Lewis Hamilton on board, but unfortunately they've just taken a massive nosedive. Surprise, surprise. So I haven't really been watching the F1 as much. I've just lost a bit of interest until Ferrari start winning again. Like races and getting on the podium frequently. Yeah, I'll come back and watch it, but at the moment, forget it. I'm more worried of Spurs getting through to the European Cup final next week, to be honest with you, in the Formula One. Well, we're just coming to the exit point of the terminal at this red signal. I suppose I have to wait for clearance, as I imagine there's a passenger service zooming around here somewhere. Just changing tracks, I think. Yeah, we are. Okay. In terms of the next stream, it won't take place the next Monday, as I'll be away for this weekend. I'm going to see grandparents and cousin and sister for just 4 or 5 days. So the next stream will take place on the 19th of May 2024. We'll still be on the Tees Valley, and we will be taking charge of the Class 31, aka known as the Gargoyle diesel locomotive, and doing some limestone or passenger services, which would be quite cool. Okay, we just have to wait until we've been given clearance to go on to the main line, if you can call it a main line. Can't see if there's any passenger services about. It's probably one that's coming from Saltburn, maybe. There's Redcar British Steel. That tells you how barren of a service it gets. Not a lot of services in either direction, really. Where's the other Redcar station? It's here, isn't it? Yeah, Redcar Central gets a hell of a lot more both directions compared to Redcar British Steel. Okay, we've been given a green. Let's get going. can now head to T's Yard, which is just over 7 miles away. Excuse me. Excuse me. T went down wrong hole there. Banana Croft going to. Okay, fair enough. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you next time. Sophia, Scottish charm. Oh, absolutely. I think he still lives in Scotland, if not mistaken. Unless he has a place in London, then I don't know. Oh, speed limit has increased. Should be slightly easier to reach the speed limit because we've got some empty hoppers compared to loaded ones. Speed limit has increased to 60. Let's reach the speed. Davidson lives in Chiswick. Oh, very nice. Very nice indeed. Very nice. Sophia, hopefully a better part of London that's not Stab City. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Chiswick is a much nicer place to live. But then again, everywhere you go has domestic issues, let's say, to put it in a nice way. Whatever city or town you go to. There's always an ugly side as well as a good side, unfortunately, but there you go, that's part of society. Unfortunately. Never mind, eh? We've got just over 5 miles to go until T's Yard. Sophie wouldn't go to London without it's life insurance. I wouldn't go that well. I mean, you can if you want, but I wouldn't. I don't personally go that far. I mean, if you feel unsafe, you wouldn't go there anyway. You wouldn't go there at all, would you? Just out of pure fear. But you know, I've been there. God knows how many times, either on the train or in the car. But you know, touch wood, nothing, happens to me. Just stay out of the bad parts, and just don't go there at dark in particular. Night time. So. It's quite interesting now that new Frankfurt, Jesus, the Schnellfahrstrecke Kurlaken timetable is getting a slow and steady kind of release, which is something I do welcome. Enables time for the developers to implement it on the other platforms. I'd be very surprised if they can get it all working on the now ancient PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. I have a very strong feeling they're going to be dumped in the next Train Sim World game. I mean, it's no surprise. I mean, the next Grand Theft Auto's dumped them. Same goes for the new, I think EA Sports are now starting to finally uncouple from those platforms with their various games, NBA and sports games and all that stuff, F1 and all that kind of jazz. So yeah, it's only a matter of time before Train Sim World does the same, and hopefully it won't hold as won't keep holding Train Sim World back for much longer. But we say that, and then a couple of years down the line, there will be a new set of consoles to hit the market. So yeah, so always catch up. Always catching up. Need to start slowing down here. I wonder if I set the air brakes to might make it easier, considering we've got a lighter load. Don't know. I don't know actually. Maybe set it back to vacuum brakes just to be certain. Going through Middlesbrough. Here's the PIS displays, indicators. They work. Darlington, Saltburn, Bishop Auckland. It'd be quite nice to have a little extension to Bishop Auckland, won't it? And what's on the other side? Same here as well? Yeah, it looks to be the case, doesn't it? Oh, just want to check the other one. Some do stop at Middlesbrough, but for some reason it's not displaying those particular services. Unless they've been taken out of the route altogether, then I don't know. Those services. We've got 2 miles to go until our final destination of Tees Yard. Sophie, how convenient that now. The consoles, I mean, that doesn't surprise me. Everything's going up in price, so yeah, it's not going to come down. That's for sure. The only time it will come down is when it's on a discount, 2-3 years down the line. I mean, I've had my PS5 for ages. I've had it since 2021 and hasn't gone wrong at all. So I'm pretty sure I can cope with it for the next probably. If Dovetail keep the next versions of Train Sim World on the PS5, then should be able to cope quite well for maybe the next 7-8 years. I don't know, maybe the next decade even. But yeah, the PS5 hasn't really broken a sweat with this game, so should be a lot of life left on Train Sim World on the platform I have. But when I got my PS5, it was during the massive shortage of consoles because we were still in the pandemic. Yeah, I paid a crazy price for it, I know that for sure. Yeah, and probably prices are not too similar. Maybe they are similar to what I paid for the console back then, which was hideously overpriced. It was the only way you could get your hands on one, so I think I got it from America, if I'm not mistaken. Not a used one, it was a brand new one. It just took a little while to get it, that was all. Oh, I used the wrong brakes then. Oops. My bad. Never mind. We're coming into the yard anyway. Is the bridge not animating? No. I think it is permanently shut. But again, it is a nice model. Not placed into the road very well. A little bit out of line, I think. But it's a good model. I'll give it that. Jeez, look at this water texture. Ooh. Looks like sludge and tar more than water. Good grief. Whether the consoles, the let's say now current gen consoles were put up on, the prices were put up on purpose, expecting the launch of GTA 6 roughly, well, soon, but now it's been delayed for another year. I mean, we're never going to get one at this rate, a follow-up to Grand Theft Auto 5. But yeah, is that a coincidence? I don't know, but I'm cool with it. The new GTA game is going to launch on my platform and only PlayStation and the Xbox Series console. So yeah, I'm well prepped for it. I just got to wait another year. I mean, God knows what happens in a year's time, but yeah, looking forward to it when it eventually launches. It's crazy. It's weird to think that the last. When the last Grand Theft Auto game launched, I was in school. Good grief. And now, when the next game eventually launches, I'm going to be close to my 30s. Good lord. Help. Need to stay young forever. Please. Okay, we're coming into the yard now. Let's see. It would be good. I mean, the Shunter certainly could do with more freight services. I mean, this yard, in reality, back then would be packed, full to the brim with various different freights. I mean, I've got everything installed, like I said, and it's not really giving these yards much, it's not really taking the yard to breaking point, which I suppose is a good thing from a performance perspective, but, it would be nice to have a little bit more to do in this yard. I mean, it's not just that. There's other areas of this map that, you know, if it could get a remaster, you know, we could utilise some of these areas here, which now don't have any names. So maybe a part of the steelworks. This area here is not used either. Is this area here? They're the Redcar Steel Services sidings. And here, I mean, it's blocked off completely. You can't go there at all. And what are these? This is the Middlesbrough goods yards, actually. I've never known what they're called because they were, you know, not named in the past. You know, look at that. That's the cement works right there. So in theory, that 31 should have really sent the cement wagons to there. But that's not proven to be the case. And over here, we've got some sidings here. What they're for, I do not know. But here as well, look. Got some sidings here, serving some sort of industry. And here again as well. They do have names. That's Dinsdale Welding Depot. So there's a welding yard. So there is loads and loads of you know, potential for this route to be expanded. Look, there's an engineering works there at Dinsdale. So there's loads, like I said, of opportunities for this route's timetable to be expanded. Look, you've got even more sidings here at Darlington. So yeah, if this route wants to get a remaster, wouldn't be surprised if the timetable was expanded quite significantly, not just on the passenger side but the freight side in particular, as this mainly is a freight focused UK route, which you don't normally see these days. Ooh, we need to brake. Oh well. Let's pretend we finished it. I didn't look while I was going, I was too busy focusing on the map. Never mind. Sophie Welding, that's a riveting profession. Oh, very good. Who knows, they might not even exist anymore, rivet games, only in spirit, in name. I don't know. But yeah, I think I'll call it a day. Some steel and coal action on the 1989 Tees Valley line. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. Nice to do something different, freight-wise. Like I said earlier, if you have enjoyed the stream, feel free to hit the thumbs up button below. And if you are watching for the first time, I'd appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. The next stream will take place on Monday, May the 19th, 2 weeks' time. And we will still be on Tees Valley, taking a look at the this blue locomotive here, the Class 31 diesel electric locomotive. So hopefully you could join me for some maybe passenger and cement services. If not, I'd just like to say once again, thank you very much for watching. Take care.